Alright, hey guys, Levi here. Hey look, I'm making a video when I said I was gonna make a video. Shocking, I know. Um, but I figured today I couldn't think of a topic because I just got home from work and I was like, crap, I said I was gonna do it. I have to make a video. So I figured I would just go ahead and answer. Someone had asked me to make a video on like tips on buying their first sex toy or whatever. So I figured I would just go ahead and talk about that. I guess a few of my tips for first time adult store shoppers. Um, I would say the most important thing is to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask people things, because more than likely the people that are at the store, at least with my company, they probably know a whole lot and don't mind explaining to you things or like giving like a little bit of education. Not like in a you're an idiot and you should know things way, but like a hey, check out this really cool thing that exists. Like, did you know that there are sex toys that exist that you can control from your phone from long distance? And that's a true thing, by the way. I own a couple, but it's really great. And a lot of people don't know that those things exist. So I have a lot of like people that are in long distance relationships, and they hear that and they're like, "Oh my gosh, tell me more." So like, don't be afraid to ask questions. They're not just talking to you trying to like sell you stuff to like make you spend money. At least not with me or any of the other like competing companies that I have like shopped at. Living in Phoenix, there are about three like big adult store companies here, and I've never been to any of them, and like ever had someone like not want to answer my question or not like want to help me like really like genuinely know what they're talking about. Now I've been to other places like Spencer's, for instance, and they don't necessarily train their employees on their sex toy products. So when shopping at for toys at Spencer's, ask questions because some of them are just novelty items and they're not necessarily meant to be used for what they look like. So when buying any like intimate products, just ask a lot of questions. And also a lot of the times I know even like me personally, like I'll see something that's in a box that looks like it would be like really, really like hard and rigid, and then I pull it out and it's like the most like jelliest textured thing I've ever felt in my life. So like ask questions because you'd be surprised about the things that you can learn in like a 30-minute trip to the sex store. Also, don't be afraid to spend money. Like, not like, I'm not trying to be like a salesman, but like, with sex toys, you get what you pay for. So, if you buy a $10 toy and it breaks in 3 months, well, it was $10. What did you expect? This isn't like, it's not made of diamonds. Um, yeah, so, like, realize that when shopping for like intimate products, if you're going to be buying something that's cheap, it's probably going to be cheap. Cheap is cheap. Um, so, I mean, if you have the money and you can afford it, go like spend the big bucks for the like nice rechargeable one. I personally don't believe in buying battery operated sex toys because you end up spending the same amount of money in batteries anyway, and most of the time, not always, I would say maybe 70% of the time, a lot of the battery operated toys are going to be kind of more on the cheaper end anyway, because most companies are getting away from battery operated toys and going more to just USB rechargeable toys, just because it's easier and makes more sense. Also, the rechargeable toys tend to be more powerful than the battery operated toys do, so that's another thing to think about when like shopping for toys. Um, and also, you can't beat wall power. So if you want something that's going to be super powerful, you're probably going to be wanting to get some type of body wand, something that's going to plug directly into the wall. With that being said, if it plugs directly into the wall, it's probably going to be really loud. So when people are like, "Do you have anything quieter?" I usually just I'm like, "It's part of the experience. Go big or go home. You want the big orgasms? It's going to be kind of loud." The end. I'm trying to think of anything else for like shopping. I guess it's necessarily a tip, but just like a from a salesperson's point of view, if you could not just go and just like open boxes, that'd be great. Because a lot of the times, if you ask the sales associate, the person working, if they have a toy, like if you want to see something out of the box, a lot of the times they'll probably have a tester that's already charged that the company that makes that toy has sent them so that they can show it to be just like a display model. Um, and that way you don't have to open a box, ruining packaging, such as putting your fingerprints all over people's things, and it saves me a lot of time. And I'm sure your salesperson a lot of time. And also, nobody wants to buy a sex toy that somebody else has already touched. Like, you wouldn't want to go and buy a burger that somebody already put their hands on. Like, come on, it's going inside somebody else's body. Have some respect for the person that might buy it. Don't put your hands all over it. Be nice. Yeah. The other thing, oh, as far as lubricant goes, you can never have enough lube regarding anything like anal, vaginal, whatever. As far as sex goes, you can never have enough lube. Lube is your friend. With that being said, you cannot use silicone lube, but silicone toys. So anyone who has, I have some women who will buy really nice toys, and then I'll tell them, do not use silicone lube with this, and they don't listen, and then it ends up happening, and then like they come in later like, oh my gosh, this weird thing happened where the silicone was pulling away from the mechanics of the toy. Silicone wants to bind to silicone, so if you use silicone lube on a silicone toy, it will ruin the material. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't use silicone lube on silicone toys. The end. Also, another thing as far as lube goes, oil-based lubricants are not compatible with latex condoms. It will break down the latex. So with that being said, coconut oil you can use as a lubricant, but if you are using it as lubricant with a condom, you're going to be kind of canceling out the whole condom because it might tear because the oil's eaten through the latex. So, just being smart about those types of things. Lifestyle does make a condom. The skin condom is made from polyisoprene, and that one is non-latex, so you can get away with using it with oil-based lubricants. System Joe actually makes a really good coconut oil hybrid lubricant that's pretty cool. I like the cooling one. It was like way cooler than any other cooling lubricant I'd ever tried, which was nice because I like cooling lubes. Don't judge me. Yeah, so, just pay attention to the label, read it. Also, a lot of rechargeable toys have travel locks, so read the instructions. I can't tell you how many times I've had people come to my store and they bring me a toy and they're like, oh my gosh, it doesn't work. You sold me a broken toy. And then I take it and then I do the travel lock and it's totally fine. So, read the instructions. It might have a travel lock. But I think that's basically it as far as like shopping for a sex toy, going into a sex store. Also, fun fact: inside of a sex store, there's things that look like penises and vaginas. Crazy. So you don't necessarily have to giggle like a 3-year-old every time you see a penis-shaped anything, because that's like going to Walmart and going, "Oh my gosh, it's a vegetable!" Like, come on, be an adult. All adults here. Like, some things are funny, but laughing at like a penis straw, like hysterically. I had this lady start laughing once. It was the first time I had sex with her. She's probably like 45 years old. And she started laughing hysterically at a penis straw. Like, what? Okay. I wasn't even working at the time. I don't even think I was at my store. I think I was like at a different like competing like company store. And this lady was just laughing and I was just like, I don't understand. But, I mean, I guess everybody grows up differently, stricter backgrounds. But I grew up super, like, Christian, going to church 4 times a week. And, like, a penis is a penis. The end. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and go because I realize I've been ranting for like 8 minutes now. And probably you guys aren't even watching anymore. So, yeah, check back tomorrow when I will talk about something else. I haven't decided yet. You're going to have to tune in to see. Alright, have a good night, guys. Bye.